Welcome. On the 24th January 2026, I celebrate my 45th anniversary of the dance. And because it's so special, we made a whole exhibition of artwork from myself and Suzan van the Voort. We give dance workshops and lectures by the different subjects. And for all the people who couldn't be present, I made several videos about the artwork. This is video 1 about the enormous impact the Neolithic time have the wisdom of these ladies since 1978. I first saw them. And this exhibition we made in 3 different rooms. One has to do with the ancient times, one has to do with the transition times, and the third space has to do with the future and the qualities which are brought by the asteroids into our realm, into our consciousness, which give us tools how to develop the future.
Streamlining of time, amply clear, shaped by repetition in a glow of existence. I catch sunlight, join forces to be resourceful, to make that one goal visible. Transcending myself requires proper preparation, placed on the inside, my potency I keep, staying imbued to guard vitality, beyond the void, to find destiny. To find peace, I step forward, I bring forth the best, cross out the past. Streamlining of time, glide through my hand, past the silent field, wait the wonder.
In 1978, I saw for the first time of my life figurines from the Neolithic time in the Museum of Ankara, in het Archaeological Museum of Ankara. And these figurines are so big as my hand, and they moved me very deep. I saw for the first time feminine power, feminine leadership, feminine tranquility, feminine abiding. And these very small figurines moved me to tears. I was studying architecture at the Technical University in Delft, and I decided I want to embody this special way of feminine richness, and I want to incorporate it. And I decided to dance. What I saw Hacilar, And this is one, the pictures I made some time later. This is Hacilar and of Çatal Höyuk. I saw these very small figurines. I made them from clay, so far I was able to do it. I made pictures when I went with my mother again to Turkey, when we hitchhiked from very distant villages, where I also met those women, those ladies who had a very strong internal power. So then I started to dance in 1981, 45 years ago. And the dance moved on and moved on. And every time again I remember this tantien, this strong power in this area. And if you dance with that area, the dance will get subtle and rich. Then in 2019, I danced in Germany for the Danube. It is a big river, the only big river who goes to the Black Sea, so he streams the other side. And it is also a she river, she's feminine. And we danced for 4 days, and we wrote all poems, and I asked the ladies who were with me to write poems like they were the river itself. And they give the river names, the goddess of turbulence, the goddess of strength, the goddess of... And suddenly the Donau got alive. So I came home and I thought, the Neolithic time, which was wondering me, they would have it also in Germany. And then I remember my father, who sent me in 2009 an article of newspaper about the Donauvrouw van Holefels. She's called Venus, famous lady, but she doesn't look like Venus, and she's from 40,000 years back. So not like the other Neolithic cultures. They are from 6,000, 1500 BC. These are 40,000 years back. And then in November we went again to Germany, and I asked Suzan, are you willing to drive me 600 kilometers far away to visit Venus from Holefels, of the Donauvrouw from Holefels? She is 57 millimeters big, so she's about this size. I can't imagine that they found it. And 1 year later, I danced for 40 years, and I decided to study back the Neolithic times. And I knew it has been a coming back item in all my lessons and in all my studies. And then we did a performance for the Ancestor Whisper in France, because we want to make it visible. We made from papier-mâché this figurine, and it is from the village Hacilar, and this is also normally hand-sized. But we were very wondered about the backside of this figurine, the sacrum and the butterfly, and what it has to say. This power is what you sometimes feel if you dance. So thank you for assisting us, Hacilar, in finding power of womanhood. Often in the Neolithic time, she is from 6,000 or 4,000 BC, often in the Neolithic time, the goddesses stand like this. These civilizations knew 2,000 years of peace, and they stand like an irradiating peace and well-being into the future. When I was in 2010, 2011, one friend of me got breast cancer. She asked me, Anneke, please tell me everything about the breast again. And with her, we made a very special project, Mame, the nourishing principle. My understanding started with this attitude, this holding of the radiations of the women of the Neolithic time. The Mame, the nourishing principle, it has been a project ever since, in which we make the nipples radiating, living, and then in 2020, when we had 75 years of peace, Holland, Germany, I thought I want to bring this attitude, this way of standing, I want to bring it into the world. Also, this is one of the last Neolithic civilizations, is Crete, and all the Neolithic situations had a different way of womanhood which they empower. Çatal Höyuk is the biding, the sitting, the waiting, being pregnant. The houses, they were also under, they go with a ladder down, and then they had altars. And what made very deep touches is that the matriarch was buried, the mama was buried under on one of the platforms, and on the platforms of the matriarch they slept again. So they slept on the bones of their woman line and empowered every generation. Yes, this is one of the figurines with the sacrum, with the butterfly, and which was the example for our replica. Another thing was very much magic about the Neolithic time. This is Lady of Malta, the dreaming Lady of Malta. She dreams the world in existence, and she has been found in it Hypogeum, that is under the ground, and it's a special place of sound, oracle, of resonance. And if you think that Malta is the center of the Mediterranean Sea, she dreams the world in existence. This was done 6,000 years back in the Taurus time, and I wonder, what are we dreaming into the future? Also in the book Anastasia, indigenous of the Russian steppe, the primal mother of Anastasia von Maigret, Vladimir Maigret, she has buried herself in a domus to radiate the importance of breast and breastfeeding, the magic of the nipples. And with the project of the Mame, the nourishing principle, I understand. If you didn't get milk from your mother, maybe it was the wish of our grandmothers, because the pains and the suffering which were on the lives of our grandmothers endured, the ancestors, women, take care that the milk won't flow, to give the last born a clean chance.
The nipple is the cord of the foremothers. They reign there in loving attention. The ancestors spin threads of light. In wonder I see the guidelines for my life from the aureola spread. The ancestors weave a radar, a receiver of beautiful encounters. I open myself to fields that they evoke spinning with magic. I can see opportunities freely, and I walk on golden threads of the entwined visions. I make the fairest real. The nipple is the court of the foremothers. They reign there in loving attention.
I am Anneke Wittermans, and you can read more of my work on www.annekewittermans.nl. Thank you for listening.